Thank you. Well, thank you, Holly. I think this is a great opportunity to share the message of OneHeart. And whether there's 3 of us or 35 of us here, I think it's just exciting to have that chance to share a fairly new nonprofit organization here in Rapid City. So OneHeart opened its doors on January 4th, 2021. And so we are very young, but the idea of OneHeart actually began in 2017 and is actually, I say it's a product of what was collective impact in Rapid City in 2015. So OneHeart is a nonprofit agency, and I think our mission statement tells exactly who we are and is the most important piece of what I want to share with you today. We create pathways out of poverty for those desiring to thrive. Creating a pathway, a new journey, a new direction for someone. But the key to our mission statement is for those desiring to thrive. I think sometimes people get confused at what OneHeart is because we have some really dynamic, amazing nonprofit organizations that serve the Rapid City and the Black Hills region amazingly well. But OneHeart is a program that it's not a drop-in, it's not a homeless shelter. We are not a program that is providing addiction services. We are not a food pantry. But what we are is a 4-acre transformation campus. For those of you who are from Rapid City, you may remember Black Hills or National American University or National College of Business is what it was also called. It's a 4-acre campus that was designed really well. I don't know that they ever realized that someday they would actually be having another use for that campus. So we have 3 residential towers where we provide transitional housing. We have a tower for men, 1 for women, and 1 for children and families. About 50% of the clients that we serve are families, which is amazing if you think about that. Right now, our census is at about 81, and 41 of those people are from families. So that's amazing. We provide all of our services to the clients, or I will share with you, we call them guests. And I say we share the word guest with them for a couple of reasons. One, we're transitional. We're not going to be there forever. And also, when someone comes to your home or comes to your church, you treat them as a guest, you invite them, and you respect them, and you give them dignity, and we provide that to our guests that come. We are an agency that we are 35 plus referring agencies. So you don't get to just come to OneHeart, but you need to be referred by another agency. You have an application that is received, that's evaluated, and if it's determined that you are ready to work on job, skill, or education, then, and also that you can understand the rules and guidelines of OneHeart, then you're invited to come and join us. At OneHeart, you may not have guests. We have an 11 o'clock curfew, and there is no drugs or alcohol allowed on our campus. But please understand, when I share this, sometimes people are like, well, can people leave once they come? Absolutely. We're their home. You might be surprised that many of the guests that come to OneHeart come from generational poverty, situational poverty, and the working poor. So these are individuals who are really striving to get that step up, not just a hand up, but a hand up to take that next step forward in their lives, to be back into the workforce in a productive way, to end the cycle of that revolving door support out of other agencies, and really become vibrant members of the workforce and our communities. Holly said, what are some ways that the thriving folks could assist OneHeart? Well, one of the things we provide is transportation. We have a program that is there to take people to job interviews, for applications, for job interviews, for classes, or perhaps they need a doctor appointment or they have a counseling appointment. So at this time, our transportation program runs on basically a normal business day. We're in the process of actually, we have our second van, so we have 2 vans, and we will be adding our second driver later in the summer or early fall. So that is one way you can help support OneHeart. We're short several $1,000s, and so we like to do things and be very solvent and be fiscally responsible in the things we do. Another way you can help OneHeart is we have a welcome basket. Anyone that comes to OneHeart, it's a welcome basket. And in that welcome basket is a comforter, might be pillows or sheets or just the things to help them get settled into their new home. then there's always the greatest need, or actually operations. Because we provide all of our guests everything at no cost, it costs around $7,500 a year, we have estimated, for someone to be there. So when you're supporting OneHeart, I want you to think about supporting someone that's going to really move forward in a really positive and wonderful way. We've put about 25 individuals back into the workforce in the past year. We're really focused on workforce. We understand that our guests also come to us with some of the challenges at times. They might be struggling with addiction and going through their addiction therapy somewhere. They might be struggling having an abusive background and need to have counseling. So we don't provide those services, but we work with those partnering agencies who help us to supply those things. Out on the table, and I'll leave some information, but anyone that would like to reach out for a tour, if you'd like to reach out with simply questions, I would be happy to entertain those questions. I'd love to take you on a tour. I will tell you that when you walk onto that campus, you will be amazed, and you will see why OneHeart is really